Welcome to the 17th episode of Inside the Mind of a Houou. We start off with a bad hand. We don't have enough for Kyushuku High, and we don't have Honichi here. If the Dora was in Monster, we would try to go Honichi here, but we don't have enough here. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully get a Raku High, otherwise our hand is pretty much stuck. The 2-pin is nice here. 6 man, nah, we kinda just have to beat the dragon here. Like 6 man is could be considered, but I don't really like it. I think we are just trying to get efficiency here. You have 3 pairs here. If we draw a 4th one, we might consider like Chitoi. But the 7p is very nice floater, and the 6 man still has some ruse. But I think it's 6 man here, maintaining the pair shape. The pairs still look good. We accept the 7 man with the 899 shape. We accept the 5 man kinda with the Rankan here with the 1335 shape. We can cut the 3 in case of the 5 man. And this is just this is really awkward. Like when you have the Aka and the Dora and the Suchi, you can't hold both. So I think we are just cutting 6-8 there, and then just having to drop the Dora. You can try to get 2 blocks out of it with the 7, so the Dora indicator is just so weak. So I'm just trying to balance the blocks out here. But anyway, we are completely out. we can't push. Let's see, is it 2-pin or 1 man? I think it's 2-pin actually. Okay, now it's 1-pin. Is it 1-pin? I don't know. We don't have to make that decision. Luckily, or like what was tricky. It was like one chance on the 1-pin. You can put against Kamicha, deals into Shimocha, but better dodge the dealer than anything else. We have a painful hand here. We try to get perhaps Thunder with the 9-pin card, but we still need like 1 more block, so we kind of have to keep the 2-pin and the 9-pin, which we really want to cut both, but we kind of have to keep it here. If we get the 5-pin, we can go headless. We might have Sansaku with some trolls, still pretty far away, but I definitely think that we should keep in mind that we can get that as well, because the hand really plays itself here. Very standout painful to the Ramen shape. We can slide here, or we can Sakikiri to 2-pin, and then the 9-pin is like the loose style here. The 6-pin is also not the best style, but it has some flexibility here. If we draw like the 5-pin, we can just like perhaps get the Sansaku as well, but I think it's 6-pin into 9-pin. Yeah, it's 6-pin into 9-pin. No Sansaku. The headless shape will not be accepted. If we get a 5-pin, we will just got 8-9 here. I think it's better like this way. Looking in tandem. Unfortunately, never a Sansaku. That is Dora. You really don't have any acceptance for it. Like if we are headless, there is a possibility to go Dora Tanki, but that really isn't. It's unfortunate, but we locked in Thunder with the 8-9-pin card. We can play perfect shapes. Yeah, Stilo. You have to see the 5. So if it comes out from Kamicha, we just have to see. Or the 7 man is also Kamputsu. That really so. The also do look very sus, but the Dora is trash cut. Like the 3 will just get pushed. Like we don't have a choice. See, and perhaps steal in, but it is what it is. I do think they have a social weight, but it can still be something else, of course. We have a Kabuki weight here on the 7 man. What is really nice is that when you have the when it's like an expensive suit, then the Suchi usually doesn't deal in because they have so many Sosu, so they always have a good state basically. Kinda just have to push, like I don't know if you can push for a 7 so. But we have a Tilo can push away, it's a 1-4 actually, 30 sort of Kaba to that here. Not oh, they even see with the Sansuku. That's still a good way to really count fault, especially when the Torah is really hard to use. Let's see if we can get pinful here. It will require some work. Perhaps open Tenhou is better, or just Tenhou in general. With a 9-man cut. To do so here doesn't do that much, but it does help a little bit. Or like the 3 so, the 2 so might be worth it. So it's probably better than the Chin. It's something. The Sabo 9-man 8 so is 1 Scott here on the left. Still chances to get Tenhou. The 6 pin is so nice, but I can't cut a 9. I can't cut a 9 here. It's not possible. Like we can extend on the 6 so here with 4 so 5 so. Like if we get the 7 so it's obviously Tempai. And that is just a Riichi here. It's kinda like mediocre, but it's like it's barely good enough. There's no Sansuku or anything, so now it's Suchi 8 so. For Riichi Tora. I think the 8 so might come out right here fairly soon because it's Suchi and there aren't that many Suchis in our pond, so I think it will come out quite soon. I suspect Toyman, they have a face of here. The 4P, Nani? The 8 so is Suchi against Kami, so the 9-man is actually Kombucha, but the 8 so is never mind. The 8 so is still the best style here. If they have an 8 so and they don't have Kombucha, the 8 so will come out. The game sucks. Like, Diamond doesn't have the 8 so. They can still have the 8 so. Don't expect that to deal in. There's a 7 so. The Diamond has metal. I think they have one 8 so and there's another 8 so here on the left. Okay, just in time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 9 types. Just in time to Kyushu. It would be awkward if we were disconnecting and we had to play the horrible 9 types hand. 9 types has like a 1% chance to get Kokushi or something, or 30%. It's really low. He just like got a wrong honor. We should have kept the 1 Scott Rakuhai over the Catchwind here. He got kind of punished. But we might have Cheetoids instead, and then it doesn't matter for Cheetoids. Or like it would matter, but it's not that big of a deal when you have Cheetoy. But like the pair backfire is always a possibility with Cheetoids. Really like on the edge of whether we want to go normal or if we want to go Cheetoids. Yeah, we kinda need one more set. The 6-7 would be nice. It would be just Riichi Nomi, but the Tora for Cheetoids is so nice. Even if we told the Tora, we can just go normal with 4-man. It's probably 4-man after the Tora Toro. not for C-Deutsche, but for a normal hand where we can pawn the 9 just one cut here. The 9 is the card that we are really looking at because the 778 have flexibility. The 4 here can just extend here, but it can also just be cut for a normal hand. Now acceptance in the social is quite weak. It's really waiting for the direction here. This is C-Deutsche E-Santen, normal E-Santen. 3-6. 8 is not really a... 8 is interesting. Nah. Nah, I don't think 8 is the right card. Like the 6-9 is really weak. But like Gek W. Oh my god, we like, yeah, fantastic game. But like it was, I know, the 8-man. It like we wouldn't have paired up the 8-man. We would have got the 8-man there, and then yeah, this is the odd 6-man, and that is just Simo C-Deutsche here, just minimizing the risk against the Tilo Riichi. Of course, I almost didn't see the Simo while well, I see the Simo, but wasn't really ready to Simo on a 2-so tanky. My mindset wasn't there yet. The double sub is nice. If we can get it, we have one Tora here. It's been a fast game so far. No repeats, I think. Or like, I don't know, Tormen. Did Tormen win on the Tilo? I can't remember. I usually remember the hands, but not today, apparently. I'm still a bit dosed after the triple Hanchan tournament. The triple Hanchan tournament featuring me, like Pink Joshi, Simo, and me. It was a 12 Hanchan showdown in 3.5 hours. You can check that out later. It's on my YouTube basically. You're still waiting here for some upgrades or some connection to the 7-pin, the monster shape, or the 8-so. The 8-so has been twice cut. But that's what the connection. The 3-so would be the best draw here for E-Santen, but a lot of other draws are about equally as good. The 6-pin, the 8-man. To name a few, the Tora is also okay, I guess, for more value. Okay, I was like, did we disconnect? I think we are looking in the Tora shape. We do have overlapping social shape, but we just activate the 4-so into the 2-so, I think. The sample, it's not really variable. We can always get something else. It's like we needed the Riichi, and then we can start calling, but probably not going to happen. We can cut 1-2, so it's like sort of Kawa. I think it's still worth it. Double ramen. I think it's not the wheels. It's like a 3-so into 7-so card. Like we like. It's like we have now a 1 chance or like a fully carbate of 9-so here, which is really nice. Usually it's a bit much to push 2 non-suchis, but especially with the 3-so here and the 7-so Riichi, like the lower social just almost never deals in because of the shapes basically. If they basically fixed the lower social shape, if they had a lower social shape, and then they went for the perhaps the upper social, the 9 sabo is pretty likely here because they don't have a 7-so in their hand. It can technically be a constant 4-so, but like I don't think they have that. I don't think that is realistic. So the 9-so pair is what we read there, but it was a cheat on a mostly Chisuchi on the 2-man. And we are currently lost, and it's really bad. And we are about to D-rank as well. we are about to D-rank. We might have to change the thumbnail, or like I will be changing the thumbnail at the 20th episode. Basically about the same, but it's just slightly different, just to give it a fresh perspective. We don't have a pair that after the green dragon bomb, but we will just spawn here just to try to get out of last. That is to the acceptance with this 9, so. Yeah, I said that the resource have a size, so should have read the cheat across, but I didn't. Like, I don't really put people on cheat that much anyway. We will skip the pawn here, obviously, because we have Ramen East something with some good chance. Therefore, so here X for as like green dragon card, but we should probably secure the 4 so because like usually with the 1 2 3 4 shape you can cut the 1 so, but here we can't really cut the 1 so. Or like if we get the 4 pin we still can, but he should really cut the 4 so right here. And then for code the 4 so to roll for the 4 pin full. And we have to keep calling on because we will call. Like the 1500 points here goes a long way because the scores are so tight. 5-8 pin. I kind of want to skip 5-8 pin though, but I do suspect Tempai, most likely Tempai till really unfortunate that is not big enough. He will be calling here for anything here, like we will be calling for Tanya Aventura. And then hopefully we get temporary second, and then we hopefully don't get lost. We can even force the Tundra here with the 2-man card. It's interesting, cutting the 2-man here with the T57 save. But if we have Tundra, the 2-man doesn't do anything. That's a pawn there on the right. Okay, we can't. It's not really possible to cut the 2-man here because of our final weight. We can Riichi. That is obviously a Tundra here with the 9 pin card. But we can keep the 5-man in case we see the 4 so, which we probably will. We can cut the 2-man to avoid fusion, but the 5-man is just on the chopping block next. It's just the next cut anyway, so I will probably cut it right here. Well, not. It's kind of unfortunate that we didn't sack key. It's kind of my mistake. I was just not expecting the Riichi to come, but we just have to deal with it, I guess. For so, at least we have a Kampuche away, but the Forso is too weak. The 9 is Suchi, it doesn't deal into Tundra. The 4 pin is double Mushuchi, is 1 chance on the 3 pin. He probably go 4 pin because especially the 4 is dead. I'm not even trying the 1 pin here. There's just no point because our win rate here on the 4 is basically 0 or like almost 0. So here back to East something here with the 4 comes on with this basically dead. That's the last 4 so it's Ichimo. It's big enough for us to be not lost. But you know, like we still need to play one hand. 9-man, do we cheat a 9-man? Okay, we don't have to make that decision here. The 9-man cheat with the save here. I think it is a cheat. I think you can actually cheat the 9-man for the Sansaku, open Sansaku. I think the saves are good enough, but let's short again and then play the west, and then we will see the 8, so we won't be seeing the other saves because we need a head with the 4-6-man, 5-2-3 pin. We are just headless here. We can even get second with the Sansaku and then the Sumo. Nah, just Shimakiri. It was like, it's interesting, the 6 pin. Like, the 4-man is not a card. He probably will just Riichi because you can expect a Sashikomi from Dorman some of the time. If Shimotsa wins or Stempa, we get another hand anyway. I think we just Riichi actually. We Riichi this for the second place. And we can perhaps ask Sashikomi here from Toyman, but the Dora is not out, and she must not there, you know. I don't know, wait, okay, I just did up the calculations. I think it's okay to get second. Like, Shimotsa has to push anyway, and like, we can get second if we run Kamicha. Waiting on Suchi now, Suchi it's like with one Ura or Tsushima we are just second. Or like if we hit Ura with the run on Toyman we go next, unfortunately. But it's still early enough, I think. Just waiting for this Tsuchita to come out. It's double selfie on the left, not conning the south. Reiso should be coming out quite soon, I think. Or like a lot of Tsuchis have passed, so like everything is Tsuchi now. Like it is, it's almost all Tsuchi. Like the first 17 is almost not there because of efficiency concerns and such. And then we have 147 or 47 man and then 1469 so, and then the middle so should basically the 3647 so. I don't feel good about the Riichi anymore, but like really like it's just that they called and then like the HO hasn't appeared and we just throw too many middle towers. There's still too many middle towers. I don't know, we can see what the AI does. It's just really bad if we get lost because of the Riichi sick, but it's probably going to happen. Toyman is just completely out. I really expected the 8 so to drop. The 9 so is a very strong push, but like they have to push on the right. It's a mistake, I think, but like the Simo and Ura's is. I think if we just had enough, the Riichi would be good, but I don't know. I don't want to get lost. Give me the 8 so. Oh no, the Chi. The no Rakuchi. Give me another Chi. Oh, not another Chi. Like, okay, we are lost. Okay, it's doomed. Yeah. Yeah, fuck me. You're almost that. You're almost dead. Okay. I think that it is still okay, but like the weight kind of just sucks. It's just unfortunate, I think. Two in the wall. Don't really know, like, they have ramen there. And then we fed Shimotsa here with they are still like my washing, but they are each on 147, and then we fed the one so. We got an okay, you can't see it, but we have a 91 rating here. We have a 91.4 rating, and let's see what it does. Let's just scroll to the first discards. I was really considering the 6 man, but The 6 man. It wants to go 7 pin, but my saves are too weak. I don't mind the 6 man. Like we don't really lose out on anything. It's also middle down, double Mushuchi. I kinda like it. I kinda like my 6. So here and do the 8. So this is my place. It wants to got the 7 pin and then here the 8 man for the Dora, but we don't have any acceptance anyway. That is a 7 man Kansan for the G1 Dora and then skip. It, and then here, like, I don't know, it's probably 1 pin. If we get one more turn, it's 1 chance on the 2 pins. We don't have anything better. There's a 6-9 man here on the left waiting on Kamputse. And here we have an interesting shape. It wants to go 3 here, and then 8p. Wait, it wants to go 2p instead. No, it is 50-50. And then here it wants to go cut 9p. But there's just almost no difference. There's almost no difference. The 3p is actually some acceptance. Wait, the 3p, but it's about 50-50 anyway. Keeping a safer Tau, more dangerous Tau. And then here it costs 8-9 for Thunder. And then unfortunately the Teresa, and then here we have to see, yes, okay, it's 44 versus skip versus C6-7 versus C4-6. I'm really confused about why it wants to C6-7, so I'm like, I don't know, is it, I don't really know. I really didn't put Toyman on a 1-4-1 way, so good that we didn't deal in. And then it's just push all the way. The 6-0 is SAS, and then the 1-0, and then the Sumo. Yeah, the 2-0 for something, and here it actually got the 9-man. I was considering the 9-man, I really was. But like the thing is, like the 8-man is so awkward. Like we don't want to throw the 8-man with the Dora 5-man. I was really thinking about cutting the 9, but I thought my something was like, okay, we can extend on the 6, so here with the 5, so 4, so for Thunder. We can, yeah, like, I knew the 16 was a good keep here, but I think like with the 9-man cards, you don't want to throw the 8-man. Like you still have Kesuki, Tora, but the 8-man is just a bit awkward. It's just like it's kind of awkward. We have this E something here. Breaking E something is okay here, but like I didn't think it was better, but according to Moto, it's actually better to break here with the 9-man, breaking out E something. It's interesting, it's for sure, but I just see Makiri, and then here it wants to got Neymar. It wants to got Neymar. It's one Scott, right? It's one Scott. Wait, no, it wants to. No, it wants to Riichi. Okay, I was like, what? Riichi. Wait, am I? Is this correct? It wants to Riichi. Okay, I was like, it wants to got Neymar here, but it wants to Riichi with 89. And then it wants to go for the 7, so comes. I don't know why it wants to go for the Kansan. The 9-man with the 8 is just way better than the full out for the 7-man, I think. I think it's way better like this. And I thought Toyman had an 8 so here because they got the 9 and then the 7. And then I thought they had it, but there's a Richie on the 36. And then the 6 here on the 4 pin Kansan with 3 Toras. It's really much no, but like, I don't know about Shimoshichi. They are cheated, okay, yeah, it's fine. Then we dealt in. I chose out that my name on is one left. We will fierce. Okay, that's a Kyushu, and it wants a Kyushu. Yeah, this is a mistake. You should keep that one Scott Rakuhei over the cash wins, but here let's see what it does. It wants to cut. We are in full agreement here, but there is, yeah, 5 pin. Castle has also a 5 pin card. I really didn't see the 5 pin. Or like I really didn't think the 5 would be good here. Like I saw the 8 but then it's still like really awkward. Like the right is just a mistake here because we don't have any value. Perhaps I thought like Riichi Ipeko would be good enough with the 9 acceptance. 5 for Chitoitse, and then Kami's got died after. They would have kept it, and then he would have been here on Toratanki, Tamaton. I think I would Tamaton here on Toratanki. And then we would have probably. We wouldn't have won. We might have won because it's Campus against the dealer on Monso Tanki. And let's see, it does want to Riichi. It doesn't want to Riichi. The 2, so, and then skip Simo. So he wants to go to 2 because a woman is in the pond. He wants to just got 9 here. But this is more like a psychic ED. It's like 7% just the 9. But I just psychic ED here and then the 9 right after, and then he had the 3 so into 7, so got Pochito to Isont. Then it wants to 7. I guess 7 so still Isont. It's interesting. It's certainly interesting. 7 so is still, yeah, like it's like 50-50, but the 7 so is still Isont. It really considers 1 so here, and then here the Riichi would be on 36 so here on the Kemputsu weight instead of the 6-9. Like we should have probably read that they have a 9 so pair and then discount the 6-9, but it's it's still like 1 in the wall, I think. It's an Atosuke here with Thunder Tutura here on the right. And then they dealt in here on the Suchi. Let's see when it costs a 4. So here it wants to keep the 2, but I don't care. It wants to just got a 4, so right here. It just wants to cut a 4, so, and it's justified to cut a 4, so, and then here the 3 shot deals in, and they don't have a choice. They don't. I was just looking at it, and that is silly. Like this was such a nice hand to try to push, but like we discarded the green track and we didn't Sakigi the 5 and Moto also doesn't want that, and then the Riichi, and then our hand is basically dead. And for being tanky, I don't know about the pawn. I think you should skip here as Shimotsa. You'll out tempai here for sure, but the thing is, you just never going to win basically. But apparently it works out for a pin here, for a pin into the Sumo, and then here, then let's see what it does. It once got 4 I thought I was thinking about 4 but on 7-9 we are still tempai. Like the 9 pin isn't even a good roll. We don't want the 9 pin here. I'm not convinced. But it damas because of the points. What a disaster. It damas. Oh my god, it damas. Yeah, I kinda regretted it afterwards. I will just take a screenshot. And it got the 6 damn it. I thought the early 7 so here would have been just good enough for us to reach it, but they have an 8 so here in their hand, but they just unfortunate, and the Shimotsa obviously has to beat Tempai. I just want to get second, but anyway, that is it for me. I will see you in the next episode.